Here's a line drive high and deep to left. It is gone! 3-run home run, Kyle Kubat. Fly ball to left, Sweeney hit well, and oh, Charlie Capsella, what a play! Here's a line drive out to center field. It's a grand slam! Going back is Shaw. He is going to get there. What a catch. And he's going to hop over the fence while doing it. What a coming home. It's Morales to throw. On a double hop. Is it in time? It is in time! Here's a rocket. Deep left field. Does this have a chance to go? It is gone! Go ahead, homer. Tyler Wilkins on the first pitch. Play Paul throw back on the 14th, and there's number 100. Stephen Devaney with a line drive to left. He's 2 for 2. And with triple digits for number 1 as difference. And here's a ground ball shooting through the left side. And Kingsway has won the Ralph Shaw opener. Here we go. Fly ball deep left center field. And it is gone. Grand slam. Scott Lynch, grand slam. Is the man of the hour. There's a ground ball that's going to go into center field. It's going to be picked up, and it's going to be booted. Here comes the runner to the plate, and Pittman has won it in extras. Walk-off single, Jude Engstrom. Bases loaded. 2 outs. Just like they drew it up in Hollywood. Caladros, the 3-2. Swinging on us! And the Audubon Green Wave have upset the Kingsway Dragons in the Ralph Shaw Classic. Live from the West Hampton Sports Complex here in Burlington County. It's coverage of the Hun Raiders, the Hun School of Princeton, and the Life Center Warriors in a battle of 2 independent powerhouses here on Dan Wilkins Broadcasting. I'm Dan Wilkins here from West Hampton as we've got a good matchup today between 2 schools with mirroring records but similar talent levels from all over the state. With the Hun School winning their last 4 out of 5 matchups versus the Warriors of the Life Center, the only time since 2017 in their yearly matchup that Life Center has won was September 28th, 2021, when Life Center took a 5-2 commanding win over the Raiders. Hun, like we said, has won 4 out of the last 5, winning 3-1 in October of last year, 2-0 in October of 2020, 4-2 in 2018, and 2-0 in 2017. For the visiting Raiders, they are 2-5 in their 2-3 in their last 5, and in general, they are 3-5 on the midway through this campaign here in 2023. Their last 2 wins were a 7-0 win versus Nur Al Iman and Mercersburg Academy, 7-0 win versus Nur Al Iman, and then 6-2 over Mercersburg. But they lost recently to Newark Academy 3-1, Episcopal and PA 3-0, and Pennington 6-0. For Life Center, they've been on a good run, winning their last 2 straight, beating Petty in double overtime 4-3, which was the game that we were supposed to cover, and then beating the Hill School 2-1 on September 20. Beating Princeton Day 4-1 on the 17th. After that, though, they beat King's Christian 5-0, lost to St. Benedict's, and lost to the Hill School. But for Life Center this year, the 5-3 record, they still have a tough schedule ahead under the leadership of Joe Viana. They've got Lawrenceville on the 5th, Seton Hall Prep on the 9th, followed by 2 out-of-state games versus Phelps and Perkiomen. But for this game versus Hun, let's take a look at the starting lineups here on DWB, starting with the visiting Hun Raiders. As coached by Class of 02, Patrick Quirk. It's going to be Diego Pena in the goal out of Santo Domingo, Dominican Republic, the Class of 25 keeper. Going to be Luke Donahue as the forward. It's going to be Chris Meehan, Mike Delario out of Chesterfield, Connor Freikholm of Princeton, Bradford Barnes of Washington Crossing, PA, Shea Braun, also of PA, Alden Hill, Zachary Stark, the midfielder, Noah Silvestre, another midfielder from Lawrenceville, and then Marius So of Taipa, Macau, over in the East Asia area. He's a Class of 25 midfielder that will also be making the start today. And then for Life Center, we've got Gam Olarte. His full name is Gamaliel, but he goes by Gam. He's the junior goalkeeper, 5'11", 145. For the Life Center Warriors, he'll be in the bright green on the right side of your screen. He's going to be in the keeper spot today. After that will be Peyton Brown, followed by James Asubontang. Tomiwa Balajobi, Gabriel Viana, Keith Brown, star basketball player for Life Center, but has come back to play soccer this year in 2023. He'll be followed by Antonio Olevo, Frank Kambay, followed by Gustavo Pereira, Naj McNair, and then Christian Bonilla to close it out for Vienna's Life Center Warriors. Referees are going to talk this one over with the guys in just a couple of minutes. Hun is quite literally running circles around. Can't really give you too much there. That's just a visually satisfying aspect right there. But Life Center getting a quick drink of water. And we will be right back after this commercial break with two independent powerhouses here in West Hampton. It's the Hun Raiders and the Life Center Warriors. We'll be right back after this. Tommy D's Home Design Center has opened a second location on Creek Road in Belmar, operating in Philadelphia for over 25 years and now expanding into South Jersey. Tommy D's is the place to go for kitchen cabinets, countertops, and cabinet accessories, heavily discounted compared to big box retailers. Stop in, take a seat, and watch as our experienced kitchen designer makes the kitchen of your dreams right in front of you. Tommy D's is the best in the business for quality kitchen countertops and cabinets that fit all budgets. Call us today at 856-210-9504 or visit the new location in person on the corner of Creek Road and Harding Avenue in Belmar next to the 42 on-ramp.
DJK Roofing is an American-known company that cares about our customers. We answer the phone 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and offer financing options to keep cash in your pocket. Even in our busiest times, estimates happen within 24 hours if needed. Most jobs can be completed in 1 day. Our measurement techniques ensure accuracy, so there are no extra waste materials when we replace your roof. We treat our home like it's yours. From the biggest to the smallest jobs, the owner will be on site to oversee the operation. Our employees are not permitted to smoke on jobs, and cleanup is so good that it might be cleaner than when we arrived. For all your roofing needs, call DJK Roofing now.
Here from the West Hampton Sports Complex, it's the Hun Raiders and the Life Center Warriors getting ready to go here in independent soccer from the West Hampton Sports Complex up here in Burlington County, just off of 295, exit 45. It's been a good one here at DWB. We've had a great week so far. We've got two more soccer games this week. It's Palmyra and Burlington Township tomorrow at 4 o'clock, to be followed by Deptford and Cumberland on Thursday at 4 p.m. as well. The Hun School on the right side of your screen with the white jerseys and red accents and numbers, to be followed by Life Center on the left side of your screen with the black and red striped jerseys. We are underway in West Hampton. Hun with the first possession of the ball game. Getting back down to Bradford Barnes of Washington, PA. Working with it now to play, that being number 16, Gustavo Pereira. Throws it back in off the head. Number 22, Marius So of Macau. You watching the video? Here comes the shot. High and away. That one's off the chain link fence from number 19. That would be Paul Hall, looks like, for number 19. He wasn't in our starting order, so they must have made a quick change. Diego Pena with his first shot for the Raiders in the keeper. Hugging the line towards Barnes, and that's out of play. Towards Gustavo Pereira. Keeping that one barely in. Shea Braun back out to Connor Freicholm. Possession by Life Center's number 11, Frank Cambay. Back to McNair. With number 9, Antonio Olevo. Back to McNair. He gets tripped up a little bit, stays on his feet. Ball goes back to Hun with Shea Braun. Off the chest of Cambay. Number 1, Luke Donahue, the forward from Belmead, has it. And here comes the shot down the line. Off the head. That's going to get past Hun's goal, or rather Life Center's goalkeeper, that being Gamma Larte. That was out of play. Real close shot for Hun to get on the board there. If you're just tuning in the first 3 minutes here in West Hampton, no score between the Raiders of the Hun School of Princeton and the Life Center Warriors. Here comes a shot from the corner, doesn't get it. Good header though, getting back-to-back headers, lets it bounce. Slows down the momentum for number 6, Connor Freicholm. And way out at midfield, Diego Pena sends that one up in the air, goes back down, misses past Olevo, and that's going to be a foul. It's going to be a foul on Life Center. And a free kick, but not sure who's going to line it up here. Looks like it's going to be Chris Meehan of Robbinsville. They'll get this one ready to go. Up, away, and a little too far. That one's out of play. Tried to line it up right. You could see everybody on both sides was headed to the left of Olarte in the goal spot. You know, where they were going to try to just set that angle up right. But just got a little too much power on it. And it did not stay in play. Possession goes back to Hun, back to Freicholm. To Mike Diolario, bounced off of Life Center. That's going to chase towards the line and out of play. Comes the throw. On staying with possession, Life Center is going to get it back though. In transition for James Esabonteng. And that one goes over to Pat Quirk on the far sideline for the Hun Raiders. Comes an opportunity here for Hun. They're in transition, 2-on-1. Here comes a shot. It's blocked by Olarte, and that will roll. Still Hun with the possession. They still have a chance, but he's outnumbered 3-on-1. Gets blocked by Peyton Brown.
Take it back.
Setting it up for Marius So. Another shot, and that's going to be out of play. Shea Braun was really one of the stars of that play. Kept the ball moving. Kept Gamma Larte on his feet, but just couldn't get that one in the goal. Here comes a shot to the left. Life Center will get this one. Going to try to move it up, albeit a little bit slowly for Frank Cambay. Peyton Brown. Back to, I think that's number 2. Or no, excuse me, that's number 7. Gabe Viana. Life Center in transition now. Hun's going to give that one a stop, and it will go out to the Life Center sideline. On send by Chris Meehan. Get some air on this one. 2 heads come together, still stays out of the net.
You get.
And that'll be foul. Viana will send this one away. Oh, that was a close call. Goes straight to the left. Almost grazed Connor Freikholm right there. Goes to Luke Donahue. Life Center trying to send it the other way with Kembai. Back to number 19, Zach Stark. And that one will roll out after the heavy pressure on the far sideline. Here comes another chance. It's a goal, Hun. Wasted no time in the 9th minute. Hun gets the score. And that's going to make it 1-0 in favor of the Raiders. I'm getting a quick start now back for Keith Brown. Again, Brown, one of the star basketball players on Life Center for their basketball team. He's gotten several college offers, including some for Division I colleges. So this is going to be a breakaway by Life Center. What does he have? No, it's going to be offside. Gustavo Pereira had a great opportunity there, but just got the whistle. Good opportunity, just couldn't hang on to that one. Ariaso passes back. Yeah, after this game, Life Center only has 4 games left in the regular season before the NCHSA National Championships in Ohio. Because remember, both Hun and Life Center are independent. They are not a part of any conference. Like the teams they played a couple of days ago, Princeton Day, which is 0-8-1 in the year, they're in the Central Valley Conference, the CVC. And along with that, they played Kings Christian, although I think they're also independent. But actually, a lot of the games that they've played this year have been versus independent ball clubs. I think the only one that's not independent that they have left is Seton Hall Prep, and they're a part of the SEC. But in the last 2 games, they've won pretty handily, 7-0 and 6-0, as in Seton Hall Prep, the Pirates. But Life Center's had a good year, 5-3 with Joe Viana at the helm. Started off the year with a 12-0 rout of Atlantic Christian. Had a 2-1 win over Roman Catholic in an in-season tournament. It's down goes a couple of guys there. Hun still with the possession. Back. Might be an opportunity. That one's going to stay in play, though, for Gabe Viana.
Time, Brad, time! Coming on!
Hun getting a lot of passing done in heavy traffic. We'll see if they could try to get back on the board. Hun wanted a handball. We'll see what they can get. Don't get anything out of that one, and that's going to go towards the sideline and out of play off of Christian Bonilla.
Hey, find Brett.
That's going to stop the clock here with 28:17 left in the half. So Christian Bonilla having a bit of trouble there.
Brett, get it. Time to get back, you need.
This will be a throw in. Still with Connor Freicholm out there.
Brett, get back.
Freicholm's got it. Pass back to midfield for the defender and midfielder, Chris Meehan. Here comes a long shot in the box for Shea Braun. Set up right in the box, and it's good. That's a goal, Zach Stark. And that's going to make it 2-0 in favor of the Raiders. In the 13th minute, Raiders lead 2-0. And remember, between these two teams that they've played each other, Hun has won 4 out of 5 times. A 3-0 win in October of last year. The only Life Center win since 2017 was a 5-2 win on September 28th, 2021. So Life Center will be looking to hold those 2 goals to a minimum and get the offense back in the swing of things here in the mid stages of the first half. Meehan getting charged along the line for Donovan Hayes. That one's going to be sent out by Hun's keeper Diego Pena. Still going pretty far back for number 18, Aiden Hill.
Yeah, Mike.
Great spin around by Mike D'Alario. And we sent back to Pena.
Time, Brett, time.
Go! Two on them. Something.
Yes, what?
And we sent back to Pena.
Go!
Gets a lot of spin on it. Can he keep it in? Great opportunity there by Shea Braun. And getting the ball back. Life Center with Pereira passing it back to Balajobi. Balajobi passes it back to Pereira. Pereira lets it fly off the chest. Number 11, that being Frank Cambay. Left center runs it back a little bit, and that's going to be a liner right to Diego Pena, who takes it in for the Raiders. This one might be a close call. Going to stay back in for Pereira. Leighton Brown. It's going to roll right past James Asabantang. Good bounce. Back to number 10, Toba Olayilie. Still with possession, going back to Mike D'Alario. Here comes a liner with a good angle, gets blocked, and with 2 hands coming down with a Gamma Larte. Yeah, I've been told by Joe Viana that that is just his nickname, Gam, G-A-M. But this has been an offensive-led game. Good defense from Hun, but Life Center still has time. Still 24 minutes left in the first half here for the West Hampton Sports Complex. Remember, the time on the bottom of your screen, though, is unofficial and does not reflect what the officials have on their watches, because we can't keep perfect time with extra time and stoppages and everything like that. Can't get it right every time. Good defense there by Connor Freikholm, going back out to Matthias So. Excuse me, Marius So. Bradford Barnes to Diolario. Here comes a shot, gets blocked. Almost inadvertently gets blocked, and that's going to send this one back. This broadcast is brought to you by DJK Roofing, South Jersey's #1 roofing supplier with over 200 5-star reviews on the web. Get a free quote today at 856-778-3900. Here comes the corner by the Raiders, and that will be short. Goal kick for the Warriors. Life Center back in possession. Keeps it on the ground. Hahn intercepts the possession, goes back to Life Center. Comes an opportunity here for Freikholm. Goes back to Stark, who had that second goal for the Raiders. Runs along the line. That one's going to go out. Life Center's going to try to keep it in play with Pereira. He's got it, stays in. Still goes back to number 18, Aiden Hill.
Time, Brad, time.
Barnes has it. Pass it through the middle. So, it's going to go straight away. Hun's going to try to set it up. What do they have in the tank? Here comes another chance. That's going to be too high. We've got a substitute coming in for Life Center. That will be number 9, Antonio Olevo, with Keith Brown getting subbed out. Nice opportunity there. Frank Kambai back to Olevo, who again just got subbed into the ball game. Oh, he gets tripped up, 2-on-1, no foul. Just over halfway through the first half. Under 20 minutes now in the first 40. Zach Stark taking his time, goes back to Freikholm. Freikholm again gets the pass. But they've got man-on-man defense right here. Really nothing Hun can do, at least in my take. Goes back to Meehan. Just trying to catch people off guard is really what you got to do. And Kambai gets it back in the Warriors' possession.
Yes, go, yes.
Here comes a shot for D'Alario. He's in heavy guarding. Goes to number 23, Jacob Adler. That's a shot and it's in. Third goal of the half for the Raiders, and it's going to be 3-0 with about 19 minutes left in the half. Back in the possession of the Warriors. Hun has been turning up the Jets early. They are already up 3-0 about halfway through the first half. They have been in the driver's seat all day. And we will see if they can add any more or if Life Center is going to try to stage a comeback here. Remember, the last year game that these guys played in October of 22 did end in 3-0 for Hun. So it wouldn't be without precedent. From the corner. Here's a chance. It's headed, not going to get there. Going down is Kambay. What's the opportunity? That's high and away. Sent away by Gabriel Viana. Had the opportunity, just had too much height on it.
Just you know those like matches are just like passing.
Hun's got a good drive on the far sideline. Now Luciano Verducci. And that one's going to be just a little skipper right to Gam Olart.
Vai, corre, pega! Ui!
3-on-1. Goes to Pereira. Back to Kambay. He's driving through, getting through everybody, and that's going to be an offsides call.
No, he barely did, like he was not offside.
He's offside, got a big shot.
Going in for a slide, not going to get there. And I thought I was right. That is number 19, Paul Hall. That's actually the only guy on this roster for Life Center that does not have a club listed, a travel club. A lot of these guys are Liverpool Academy. There's some from the PDA Hibernian Modric. Rancocas Valley, Hamilton FC. A lot of different guys, you know, like I said, you know, this Life Center team And along with this Hun team as well, considering these guys are all independents, it makes for a lot of different diverse aspects from a lot of different places. As we said, you know, there's 2 international players on the Hun team. That one's blocked by Life Center. You've got Diego Pena, the keeper for the Raiders from Santo Domingo in the DR, and then also Marius So from Taipa, Macau. Oh, one-handed block, gets a shove, and it's in for another goal. Hun extends the lead again with a 4-0 lead here with about 13 minutes left in the first half. It is all red and white here in the first.
Go this side, right, this side on this one, this side on the next one, and then this side. It's not like there's a lot of and then this side on the next to it. Yeah. Right. Strikers fucking basketball. And then the whole off to the right, not center, but off to the right.
Why are you giving it to the people? Like, why are you making it?
Right.
Go.
Peyton Brown's got it. He's going a long way.
Vai.
He's keeping it all for himself and just couldn't get it. Just a little bit too high. Maybe a foot or two lower, and that's a 4-1 game right there. Gets some air on it, goes to Bradford Barnes. Holden Hill back to Barnes. Barnes trying to keep possession here with number 23, Jacob Adler.
Pressure! Oh, it is dashing. It is dashing. Vai.
That one goes wide left and a little bit high on that one from Hun, headed for Gamma Larte. This will be sent away by the Life Center keeper, again, Gamaliel Olarte.
Oh my God.
And a whole bunch of fellas go down there. Luciano Verducci, and along with that, can't tell who that is on Life Center. Excuse me, that would be Tomiwa Balajobi, who went down as well. Less than 10 minutes left in the half. Again, that clock on the bottom of your screen is unofficial, so that doesn't really account for any extra time or anything like that.
Vai, Antônio! Oh, meu Deus.
space, Brad.
Back to Barnes.
No pressure.
Keeps it on the ground.
Pressure, pressure, pressure. Yes, Gabe. Yes, Gabriel. Go, Gabriel, go.
Deanna's got it, but it goes right back into Hunt's possession. Hugs the line, stays in enough for Alden Hill.
What about the ball? Ah.
That will go right to Diego Pena.
Could have passed it to Keith.
Stayed on the ground.
Then Gustavo was right.
Somebody has to be there.
Hey, sweetheart, how are you today, sir?
I'm good. I don't understand why it's not. This guy was signed into this team.
Gets a good shot, just gets over the goal there. And some substitutions coming in for Hunt and Life Center.
They want more goalies, 2 strikers. Yeah, because isn't coach like, doesn't he coach a club? So he like convince some of the players to come. I thought he coached Liverpool.
Going down.
Oh my God!
Seriously? Pega, pega, pega. Oh my God.
Goes back to Gam.
Brown. Gustavo!
They try to keep it for himself. Passes it back. To Olevo. Gets a good shot there. Keeps it on the ground for Bradford Barnes. Good block by Olevo. Taking his time, and that's going to be... Wow.
I was like, yeah, he's definitely
Yeah, so that's an offsides call on Life Center. Going back to Chris Meehan.
Why are we giving him this much time? Get up!
And that one's out of play. Feels like second summer here in West Hampton. It is, right now as we speak, 81 degrees and not a single cloud in sight here in Burlington County. Wind blowing to the west at 3 miles per hour, so hot sun, no breeze. It's going to be cold tonight, getting down to 57, and then by the time we're in Burlington Township tomorrow, it's going to be 82. But that's going to be basically our last mostly hot day of the year.
You can't keep recruiting seniors that are not going to be there next year.
Gonna go out towards the corner flag.
What? No. Oh, you mean, I thought you were talking, you know what I was talking about? Like, class of 26.
This is gonna be a corner for the Warriors, or rather for the Raiders. They're already up 4-0. We're gonna see if they can extend it here, and they will not. One short.
Isn't Diego?
Vai, Gabriel!
Here's an opportunity. It's gonna go right to Olarte.
Vai, corre! Coisa, só fica parado.
Yo, I'm about to yell like this.
Você falar up, pra eles irem embora. É porque eles estão muito ruins.
This one might be a tough spot. It's going to get right past Olarte. They've got an open net, but it's going to stay out.
Yes, Gabriel!
I'm about to give up.
That one's out of play towards the Hun sideline.
Not in the game. When the ball goes, gotta come in. Gotta come open up for the ball.
Oh, no. Bro, what is Cam doing? Like what is God doing?
About 90 seconds left in the half, not considering extra time. So we'll take a quick break after this, and we'll have our halftime show, followed by 40 more minutes of independent New Jersey soccer here on Dan Wilkins Broadcasting. Down goes Olevo. This broadcast is brought to you by Tommy D's Home Improvement Surplus, the place to be for all things wholesale kitchen cabinets and wholesale kitchen countertops. Excuse me. Visit in person today on their brand new second in-person location on the corner of Creek Road and Harding Avenue in Belmar, next to the Route 42 on-ramp. That one's going to go right to Diego Pena. Probably Life Center's closest shot to getting on the board tonight. Just haven't gotten that quick break yet. That'll do it for the first half. We were right on the money in terms of the time. We'll be back in just a minute with the Hun School of Princeton and the Raiders leading the Life Center Warriors big here at the end of the half, 4-0 here on Dan Wilkins Broadcasting. We'll be right back, folks.
DJK Roofing is an American-known company that cares about our customers. We answer the phone 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and offer financing options to keep cash in your pocket. Even in our busiest times, estimates happen within 24 hours if needed. Most jobs can be completed in 1 day. Our measurement techniques ensure accuracy, so there are no extra waste materials when we replace your roof. We treat our home like it's yours. From the biggest to the smallest jobs, the owner will be on site to oversee the operation. Our employees are not permitted to smoke on jobs, and cleanup is so good that it might be cleaner than when we arrive. For all your roofing needs, call DJK Roofing now.
Garden State Pet Center is an independently owned full-service pet store. Our specialty is promoting companionship between people and animals by providing the healthiest product choices available, including all-natural foods, supplements that support and relieve health issues, and innovative products for pet parents. Our goal is to provide our customers with a relaxing environment, and while we're not striving to be the biggest store on the East Coast, we're striving to be the best. No other pet store will make you feel at home like we do. At Garden State Pet Center, we view pets as members of the family. We don't believe in fast, high-pressure sales, but instead matching up the right pet with the right owners, as you are making a lifelong commitment. Together with our team members, we would like your visit to our store to be both enjoyable and educational. Simply drop in and take a look around. View the birds, reptiles, small animals, toys, food, cages, and miscellaneous items. Learn of the services we have to offer and decide for yourself if this is the store you'd like to call your home away from home.
Victor Santucci, owner of Garden State Pet Center. Visit us today at 226 South Whitehorse Pike in Audubon, New Jersey. We're open 7 days a week for all of your pets' needs.
Tommy D's Home Design Center has opened a second location on Creek Road in Belmar, operating in Philadelphia for over 25 years and now expanding into South Jersey. Tommy D's is the place to go for kitchen cabinets, countertops, and cabinet accessories, heavily discounted compared to big box retailers. Stop in, take a seat, and watch as our experienced kitchen designer makes the kitchen of your dreams right in front of you. Tommy D's is the best in the business for quality kitchen countertops and cabinets that fit all budgets. Call us today at 856-210-9504 or visit the new location in person on the corner of Creek Road and Harding Avenue in Belmar next to the 42 on-ramp. Here in the second half, it's the Hun School leading 4-0 over to Life Center Warriors. They've been in control all day. Hun got the first goal about 10 minutes in, and they've been riding high ever since. So, Hun will be on the left side of your screen with the white jerseys and red numbers. Life Center will be on the right side of your screen with the black and red striped jerseys. Sun beaming down, not a cloud in sight here at the West Hampton Sports Complex. I'm Dan Wilkins. And we're underway here in the second half. Yeah, Hun, I mean, they got their first 3 goals, I want to say, in the first 20 minutes. And they had another one before the break. So they have been in control all day, all game. If Hun wins, though, I mean, these two teams have mirrored records. Hun is 3-5, Life Center's 5-3, so that would switch after today. If Life Center falls, then they would fall to 5-4, as that one goes to Gam Olarte. Back to number 12, Ryan Tran. Although he's crossed out of my roster, so there must be a different number 12. That one misses. Ah, okay. Oh, that 2 looks like a 7, or that 7 looks like a 2. That threw me off from a distance. Yeah, thanks for that, because I'd gotten that confused a couple times where I'm like, I was saying Salatiel Olarte when it was actually Gabriel Viana. That 7 looks very close to a 2 with their number 5, but still 4-0 here early in the second half from the West Hampton Sports Complex. Life Center trying to drive the other way. Hun trying to get another drive for number 20, Noah Silvestre. Rolls past midfield for Chris Meehan.
Pressure!
Takes his time, no pressure from Life Center. That was going to drop for Bradford Barnes. Life Center trying to hang on to the possession with Frank Kembai. Rolls it right through the defense. Barrera's there, going to try to send it the other way. So it's back to Freiholm.
Yes, Gabriel! Yes, yes!
Oh, and going for a tumble, both a Hun player and a Life Center player. That'll be a throw in by Life Center. Gets it back in. And that's going to be a whistle. That's up in the air and out of play. Hun will have this one, throw it in. Freiholm has it, he's got it, throw it in.
Go top, go top.
Back to Pena and the goalkeeper. No goalkeeper changes after the first half. I know the last game I did that had a similar outcome to this was Audubon versus Haddon Heights, and Heights won that game 6-0. Heights led 3-0 at the half, and Audubon made a goalkeeper switch. after the first half. But actually, I don't see any other goalkeepers listed on the roster, so Gamma Larte's kind of got free reign no matter what the score is. I mean, it's not necessarily his fault. You know, Hun has had just an explosive offense, and it's been hard to catch up to it, so I can't really blame him. You know, there's just some opportunities that, you know, maybe Life Center should have had. There's some opportunities maybe on the defensive side that Life Center should have taken over, but I'm not a soccer expert. I'm not the kind of guy to tell teams what they can and can't do when the last time I played soccer was 11 years ago and I was called out of the goalie spot for picking at the flowers. So, you know, I'm here to film the game and I'm here to give a little bit of insight for commentary, but I've played way less than these guys. You know, they know a lot more than I do. Kind of report on it how it is instead of giving, you know, more polarized opinions on stuff that you don't really have the qualifications to talk about. Freikolm's got it. Keeps it on the ground off of Maria So. Freikolm in double defense for Paul Hall. Hun up 4-0, gonna have another shot. It is off to the right of the goal. And Gamaliel Olarte will have to drive that one again back out. Although he was gonna chase for it, but somebody else got it for him and brought a new ball back in. Staying in play for Bonilla. There's an opportunity. That's going to be blocked by Pena. That was probably one of the first one-on-one breakaways that we've seen from the Warriors this afternoon. One-on-one again. Freikolm passes it through the middle. So gets tripped up, or rather that would be Noah Silvestre. Freikolm again with the opportunity, rolling out to the right. Oh, and they tried to get a foul. And Joe Viana not happy with not having a call there. And quite frankly, I don't blame him. I think that definitely should have been a foul, and I'm surprised that there wasn't more of an adverse reaction over that. Especially considering that he was getting darn close to the concrete out there. You know, there's a concrete walkway that goes around most of this facility. Here comes the corner from Hun. And that's going to go down for a foul.
It's okay, let's go, guys.
Right here. Quick the wing.
Yeah, James.
Yeah. Oh, we're already good. Pretty good.
Stays in play for Bonilla.
Press it up. Oh, you gotta win that. That's good. 17, look behind you.
Here's another opportunity for Hun with Silvestre, one-on-one. Gets trapped, gets blocked, still stays in play for McNair. Bonilla has possession. Goes to Paul Hall.
On your back, hard!
Frank Cambai. Gonna try to get a shot. Keith Brown gets it up, gets it away. It's no good.
Okay? Don't come to one game and start asking questions you already been asking. What you're asking is not novel or right.
Come on, Frank, come on, baby, let's go. You got it, come on, you got it, baby, let's go.
High in the air. Comes back down off the foot of Gammalarte and out of play. Going to be a corner for the Raiders. Gets it up, gets it away. Header blocked by the Warriors. That one, look out, fans. That goes into the parking lot near the company car, and it's out of play. That almost hit the DWB mobile.
Put some pep in your step.
Go ahead, Keith. Go ahead. Come on.
Right in midfield for the Hun School.
Go ahead, Keith. Take it from him.
Yeah, I was like,
Take it from him.
yeah, I was like, what's that?
Come on, Keith.
That's it, go. Turn and go.
Turn and go.
Christian Bonilla, that one's going to be a two-hopper. Right to Pena. Goes back in play for the Hun School.
Go, Keith.
Here comes another chance for Life Center. Brown couldn't get the shot. Bonilla near the corner. Gonna try to set it up with a header in the goal, but can't get it.
Come on, Frank, here we go, bud. Let's go, man. Come on.
On with a drive. Goes to Silvestre. Gets a good angle on it, leaping and bringing it down is Gamo Larte.
That's a nice ball. Overlap him.
Go, Keith!
Get back in.
Go, Frank, baby, come on.
And that'll be foul with Alevo going down.
Right, yeah, they got to slide out the ball. Nobody on this bucket right now.
Come on.
Zachary Stark gets a drive. That one's blocked.
Again. Come on, Keith.
We got to support him.
Get it. Stay with it.
Yeah, I thought that was going to be a handball right there.
Go, boys.
Even while he was falling, almost an inadvertent one. Blocked by Pena. It is blocked again. Somehow stays out of the goal and it's out of play. Wow.
Pressure him. Too much time back there. Double check in.
Bonilla in the corner.
Go, Keith, go!
Keith Brown. That one's not going to go.
All right.
Play him back. Now play him again. Frank, give him something. Show Frank.
We need a move!
Run around! Get it, Keith!
Give up.
All right, go. Shoot! Get it.
Just to the right of Pena.
The old man's got the chair. What's up, old man? How are you ready for this?
On back with possession and number 18, Olden Hill.
Take it away, step.
Dialario with number 10, Toba Olale. Or Olai. Olai again. That one is wide. Off the chain link fence. Gamo Larte's got it. Looks like on our clock, which again is unofficial on the bottom right of your screen, about 20:50 left in the half. Again, that not accounting for stoppage time, maybe off by a few minutes. Off the chest, Keith Brown.
Get open!
Going to Frank Cambaye.
Move around!
It seems like in this part of the ball game, there's just not a lot of pressure on either side. I mean, Hun's defense has been really good, but it seems like it's taken a while for the Life Center defense to kind of acclimate. Oh, that one's close. Now the offense has been turning up the jets as that one goes over the field and onto the other grass field across the way.
Give up, Frank. Give up, Frank. Yeah. Watch your wide side.
Nice.
Nice. See, when you pressure, they lose the ball.
In the air for McNair. Gets a little backspin and gets out of play. See a corner for Hun.
I mean, at that edge.
With a Lally. Just missed, gets over everybody. Gonna be a good shot. Gonna stay in play for Alai. Popped up. Comes down off the head of Alder rather, and it goes to Gamma Larte. How to play.
I wasn't at the dam. Nobody said
Here comes the good drive by number 17, Austin Rollins, the junior in the ball game for the Raiders. Couldn't get that one off. Oh, hold on. We got a couple subs coming in for the Warriors. Oh, look out. That one. He's fixing his shin guards and he almost got socked in the face.
Yeah.
That being Toba Olei. See a goal kick by Olarte. And that went nowhere. So Hun gets the ball back with Austin Rollins throwing it in. Gets a good shot, runs right to the right, and Olarte gets there with a quick throw back into play. About 15 minutes and 45 seconds left, unofficially. I'm gonna try to set it up again.
Who's there? Take it back. What? Jim, my God, it must give me a heart attack. Oh, right next to my face. Oh my God, James.
Okay.
It was right here.
You're gonna hope it's 7 minutes.
Here comes a shot, doesn't get it. Almost forgot that Life Center was on that side of the pitch. That would have been real disastrous, but it goes out of play. Went into a net, just not the one they were looking for. Ball going back to Barnes. Too older.
Pressure!
And he goes down.
Careful! Go, 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 go!
Again, right away.
Come on! Go, bud, and they get it back. Get it back. Pressure, get it back. No, get it out. Out, out, out. Come on. Out.
Another chance blocked, and Life Center brings it out. This drive's not done yet for Hun, though. Still have another opportunity off the head of Brown. And out of play. Oh, so close, but no good. Back down for a Levo. But that's going to be easy for Pena to pick up there. Got 11 and a half left in the half. 4-0 in favor of the Hun Raiders.
Pressure! Pressure! Who's there? Who's helping?
Come on, Frank, get up, step up, step up.
Whistle blow.
Frank, if you can, fill that gap, man. Fill that gap. Big gap, right? I know you heard. You okay, man? gaps and stuff. Check the chiller.
On the free kick, Life Center wanted a foul for the push. Goes back to Olevo. And for Olai.
Stop the ball! Stop the ball! Yes.
Seems like Life Center is trying to turn up the intensity, but down by 4. They just have to turn up the Jets to 11, and I think they just need to get into the goal. I mean, it seems simple enough, it seems fundamental enough, but they were down 4-0 with a good 15 minutes left in the half. They were down 3-0 in the first 20 minutes of the ball game. So, Hun turned on the offense early, and they have not looked back since. This broadcast is brought to you by Garden State Pet Center, the place to be for all things pet related from the healthiest product choices available. To toys, cages, accessories, and more. Visit in person today, 7 days a week on the 200 block of White Horse Pike in Audubon, or visit online anytime at exoticpetsnj.com. On the corner, gets ahead. No good.
Look at the run to the corner.
It's going to be another corner, this time from the other side. Well, it landed on top of the goal, and it stayed up there. They had to get somebody to knock that one down within 7 minutes now of the half. Don't forget, folks, this is just our second of 4 soccer games in a row here on DWB. We're actually not going too far tomorrow. We've got Palmyra versus Burlington Township and the Falcons on Wednesday the 4th at 4 p.m. and then Deptford and Cumberland on Thursday. For Friday Night Lights, for football, we'll be going up north to Edison as the Edison Eagles face off against the St. Joe's Metuchen Falcons at 7 p.m. and then 2 Group 1 powerhouses in South Jersey, Hallsboro and Salem. They face off at 12 p.m. on Saturday, October 7th. Here comes a chance. Making sure he's not offsides. And that will go out of play. Roller right to Pena, who traps it.
Why are you kicking the ball?
Rollins!
See, he's looking for the people. He's not getting pressure.
Got it.
Yeah, you got it.
Get up, get up, get up, get up, get up, get up.
Pena's got it outside of the box.
You guys press it down. You can have a picnic back there.
About 4 minutes left in the half. Hun leads Life Center 4-0. Oh wow, that was a close call right there. Gets it straight away over Alden Hill. Got a play.
Great. You want? Win on.
Take it away, take it away.
Drop. Come on.
Now is that a play? Looks like the Burlington Township girls soccer team is getting here for a night game. At the conclusion of this one, here comes the corner, getting it up, and that'll be out of play.
Keep going, your shadow.
Ooh, Life Center player goes down. He will get up. About 90 seconds left. And a substitution going in for Life Center. In 4-0 Hun School. Here late in the second half. Don't forget, tomorrow we won't be too far from here with Palmyra and Burlington Township at 4 o'clock, followed by Cumberland and Deptford from Cumberland Regional High School at 4 p.m. on Thursday, October the 5th. Oh, geez, that one goes right behind our booth. One lets it fly. On trying to get one last shot before regular time expires. and things getting a little bit feisty at the end. You could hear that. Usually when there's players right next to us, I try to keep my quiet around the mic so that you can really get the crisp audio of, what these guys are saying. And I do say that, sometimes there's some profane language from the players, but mostly everybody kept the PZ weight, maybe with like one push or one shove. I'll be out of play. And that will do it. The Hun School improves to 4-5 and wins their 5th out of the last 6 appearances over the Life Center Warriors with a dominant 4-0 win. They led at the half. They led 15 minutes in. They've led almost every second of the way. And Life Center will fall to 5-4 about halfway through the 2023 season. Big thanks to Joe Viana for having us out here today on a beautiful Tuesday afternoon here at the West Hampton Sports Complex. Big thanks to the Life Center Warriors in general for having us out here on DWB and getting some filming and footage done for their wonderful boys soccer program. We hope to be back on air with Life Center soon, and we hope to be back, need to stop talking a mile a minute, but we'll also hope to be back on air with the Hun School as well in the near future. I'm Dan Wilkins. From everybody on our crew, our social media coordinator Anthony DePalma, our graphics crew Gavin Vanderell, and Caleb Lane, I'm Dan Wilkins. We will see you tomorrow for Palmyra and Burlington Township on DWB. We'll see you folks tomorrow. Have a good one.